Hello. Hello, this is Zarb Lally from the British Columbia Teachers Federation, and I'm coming to you from the traditional territory of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh peoples. And thank you for attending this short little video on how disability affects your pension if you're a teacher's pension plan member and a teacher with either a continuing full-time appointment or a continuing part-time appointment or on a temporary contract or a term-specific contract. But as long as you have a contract, this video affects you. So we're going to talk about if you get sick or if you get injured and you're disabled, you have to miss time from work, how does that affect your pension? So let's get started. Well, as an employee of the school district on a contract, you have access to paid sick leave. And so while you're receiving paid sick leave, that's just like receiving your full regular salary. You and your employer will continue to make your regular pension contributions and all other contributions and deductions. So your pension is not affected at all if you're receiving paid sick leave from your employer. But paid sick leave has limits. Some collective agreements have limits of up to 120 days of paid sick leave that you're able to access if you have that much sick leave in your sick bank. If you have a lower amount of sick leave in your sick bank, then that's the limit that you would be able to access. If your sick leave goes beyond the amount of sick leave that you have available to you, either in your sick bank or through your collective agreement, then before your paid sick leave runs out, you must apply for the salary indemnity plan to receive SIP benefits. Okay, so you'll start out on short-term disability with the BCTF salary indemnity plan. And please note that this salary indemnity plan, this disability plan, is wholly owned by you, the member of the British Columbia Teachers Federation. And the benefits are paid by the BCTF salary indemnity plan here. Plan employees here at the BCTF will manage your claim and will pay your benefits. Those short-term benefits will pay 50% of your gross income. And that lasts for 120 days of benefits. So 6 months if you're off work full-time. During that period of time that you receive short-term disability, you do not make any pension contributions. However, you continue to accumulate pensionable and contributory service in the teacher's pension plan as though you were working. Okay, so your pension does not get affected negatively by being on the salary indemnity plan and receiving short-term disability benefits. So that means that your teacher's pension is going to continue to increase. Okay, if your disability goes beyond the limits of the short-term disability plan, then you'll apply for long-term disability. And if you're approved for long-term disability, your long-term benefits will be paid by the BCTF through its insurance agent, Canada Life, who administers the plan, the long-term disability plan for the BC Teachers Federation. And generally, long-term disability pays between 50% and 65% of your gross income. And that's non-taxable. You do not make pension contributions while you're on long-term disability. So the same as when you're on short-term disability. And you continue to accumulate pensionable and contributory service in the teacher's pension plan as though you were working. And your teacher's pension continues to increase. Now, if you don't return to work and you eventually retire from long-term disability while you're on a full-time medical leave, then what'll happen with your pension is that the teacher's pension plan calculation will use your highest average salary before your long-term disability leave. That salary will be increased by any inflation adjustments that were provided by the pension plan to retirees during the period of time that you were on long-term disability. So your pension will continue to increase as it would have while you were working. Now, if you're retiring from long-term disability while teaching part-time, so that means you're on an accommodation employment. That's what we call it at the Salary Indemnity Plan. So if you're working in accommodation employment in a school district or a plan employer, you and your employer make pension contributions on your earnings, and you continue to accumulate pensionable service as though you were still working. The Salary Indemnity Plan will also make pension contributions on your behalf or provide you with pensionable service on your behalf. Then the teacher's pension plan calculation will use your highest average salary before your long-term disability leave, just as if you were on a full-time long-term disability leave, and it will increase your highest average salary by any inflation adjustment provided by the pension plan to retirees during the period of time that you were on long-term disability. Now, when you're on disability, your member's benefit statement won't look exactly the same. So one thing you'll note is that due to the yearly inflation adjustments from the pension plan, you will see your highest average salary rise year over year, and you'll notice that on your member's benefit statement. Now, if you're not working, if you're on a full-time medical leave and on long-term disability, you'll see that your pensionable salary for the fiscal year, January to December, will be reported as $0 if you were on long-term disability or salary indemnity during that full year. However, don't worry, because your pensionable service and contributory service will show that they've increased by 10 months each if you have a 1.0 FTE contract. So you're continuing to receive your full pensionable service, full contributory service from the teacher's pension plan. Now, your Canada Pension Plan also provides you with a pension. Now, while you're working and earning salary, you and your employer are making contributions to the Canada Pension Plan. But if you're disabled and not earning any income from your employer, then CPP contributions stop. That can potentially reduce your CPP benefit when you go to retire, because your CPP benefit depends on how much and how long you have paid into CPP and your age at the time the CPP pension starts. For example, if you start your CPP pension at age 60, then you'll have a reduction in your pension benefits. If you wait until after age 65 to start your CPP pension, you can have your CPP pension increased. Now, there's also something called the CPP disability benefit. That is available to workers who have a medical condition that is severe and prolonged. If it's severe and prolonged, they may qualify to receive the CPP disability benefit. And what that is that it's a flat rate benefit plus 75% of the amount of what your CPP pension would be if it were calculated at that time. The good thing about being on CPP disability or receiving the CPP disability benefit is that periods of time in which you are in receipt of CPP disability benefits are removed from the calculation of your eventual CPP benefit, so that those years in which you're receiving zero salary because you're not working, those won't be counted in the average that Service Canada takes in order to determine what your CPP pension is eventually going to be. And if you're on long-term disability, with the BC Teachers Federation Salary Indemnity Plan, and you have a medical condition that's severe and prolonged, then Canada Life will actually contact you and direct you to apply for the CPP disability benefit. And if you continue to receive your CPP disability benefit, then at age 65, it will automatically convert to your CPP pension. You won't have to do a single thing. You won't have to apply at that time. Service Canada will automatically convert your CPP disability benefit into a CPP pension. Okay, if you have further questions about being on disability and how it affects your pension, you can contact the Teachers Pension Plan, and you can see their website there and also their 1-800 phone number. You can contact me at the BC Teachers Federation, that's Sarb Lally, slally@bctf.ca, and I'm at local 1949. And you can also call the Salary Indemnity Plan Administrator if you're on short-term disability or long-term disability and you're concerned about pension implications. And the Salary Indemnity Plan Administrator is Alan Lee, and his local is 1935. Okay, thanks for attending this quick little video on disability and your pension. I hope that you enjoyed this presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or send me an email. Thank you and have a great day.